Welcome back to Marketing Champions here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpuff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts from around the country. And today we're in West Palm Beach, Florida with Val Infante from MyBambu. And Val, welcome to our conversation today.
Thanks for the invite. I'm happy to be here.
Well, we're excited to have you and to learn more about you. So why don't you start by sharing with us how you got started in the marketing industry?
Well, I think with like every marketer, you start in sales, right? So I did sales for a long time. I did a lot of trading back in the day. Prior to that, I was involved in different sales for other companies that I did a lot of that for, and it just kind of transitioned from not only from how do we get to those sales, how do we drive that traffic across the board, and I just got me really excited about marketing and how I could actually contribute more than just towards the end of the channel, but be able to bring that market from the top channel down.
Well, it's always great to get that background and really help utilize that in the things you're doing as you move on in your career. So, with MyBambu, tell us about your role there and exactly what your company is doing right now.
Sure. So I am the COO and CMO for MyBambu. We started with the idea or the concept about 5 years ago. I've been with the company. I came on board about 4.5 years ago. It was basically we started with the idea of banking the unbanked, right? But that's just kind of a theory. Okay, we all want to do that. And as I came more on board and started taking more over the daily operations of the company and kind of putting the product offering together, we decided that it was not only just to bank the unbanked, but we found a niche, and that's why our primary market is to bank the unbanked, but for the Latino community.
Well, it's great that you're facilitating that for people. There's definitely a need for a different opportunities and options for people handling their finances. And when you are marketing this service to people, what are the best ways that you're finding that people are hearing about you and responding to it?
Yeah, so the first thing we did, I think like everybody does, they try to do traditional marketing, but we didn't do that. We started with a full digital marketing approach. We did a lot of study in how the Hispanic audience was growing digitally, not only in the U.S. but in all of Latin America. So we started with full digital efforts, Google Ads, Facebook, and a lot of obviously email campaigns, some other programmatic campaigns that we did as well. But we saw the response was really high. When we started with the product offering, we got a really high, probably 2x to 3x response based, comparing it to industry standards from those channels.
Well, it's always great to see a good, strong response from your marketing channels. You want to make sure that you are getting your message out, and you definitely want to make sure that it is being responded to in a strong way by your target audience. So, how best is your audience utilizing the app these days?
So I think the first thing for us is card usage, right? A lot of these people don't have, it's the first time they have an actual debit card that they can use. So it starts with card transactions, and then part of that is us kind of, with financial literacy, explain to them the difference between a prepaid card and an actual debit card. So the first thing is card transactions. Yeah, about 80% of our transactions that go through our system are card transactions.
And it's great to have that guidance as well in the process. So, where do you see the services that you're providing growing as time goes on over the next couple of years?
So we're gonna be the first thing is for us to get the people banked, right, and on audience banks, which is what we're starting to do now and what we've been doing. And now we're getting more into we're offering remittances to over 18 countries, at a really competitive rate. So that's kind of the other thing that we launched about 4 months ago, and we've been growing about 30 to 40% month over month on that. But the next thing is, okay, now we got them banked. We see what they do on a daily basis, how they transact, how they have to use 5 different applications to do, all the transactions. So we combine with them, but we combine all of those transactions that they would do on a daily basis or a monthly basis into one application. But now we're transitioning more into, okay, let us help you grow, right? Not only how to spend your money, but let's help you grow. So we're getting into the microloan business for them, and our whole thought process is getting them from a bank stage all the way until we can help them even buy a home.
Well, it really is a great service you're providing, and it is so helpful to those who really needed it. So we thank you so much for sharing everything that you're doing and for joining us today.
Thanks for the interview and the opportunity.
Our pleasure. And thank you all for joining us as well. It's really great when you find that there are companies who see a problem and see a need and fill it with the service. Obviously, what's going on with MyBambu is really helping certain communities learn banking and make sure that their banking is functioning the way they really need it to. There's more information here on Daily Ad Brief, so please check that out. But go out, have a great rest of today, and we'll see you next time on Marketing Champions.